In the history of UFC champions, some names echo loudly. Ronda Rousey, Amanda Nunes, Holly Holm, but others, they slip through the cracks, despite their grit, skill, and the battles they've endured. Raquel Pennington isn't the flashiest fighter. She doesn't talk trash, but she fought her way to the top of one of the most volatile divisions in the UFC, women's Bantamweight. And for a while, she wore the crown. This is a story of Raquel Pennington and why she may be one of the most underappreciated fighters in UFC history. Shout out to my subscriber who asked for this video. It's Christmas Day. We're celebrating Jesus' birth. I'm stuffed to the gills with mac and cheese. I'm not going to post my plate because you guys cooked me last time. You know, there's no more fights for the next 2 weeks. Here in America, it's a holy month. It's Toyotathon Truck Month. But here I am making this massively important video. This is going to be the most riveting story that you've heard this Christmas season other than the one in the Bible, okay? So let's start from the beginning. Raquel Pennington, she graduated from Harrison High School in Colorado Springs, Colorado. She was secretary of the National Honor Society, and she had a bunch of academic scholarships. Most people think UFC fighters are boneheads. They're idiots. Nah, not Raquel. She's smart. She's a smart girl. She never played sports on a collegiate level due to a broken back.
I broke my back.
But at 19, she began her MMA career. I don't know how that works because 19 that's definitely college age. So because of her broken back, she couldn't shoot a free throw in basketball, but she could do inverted De La Riva back entries and throw head kicks. I don't know, but she's smart. She was an honor student, okay? Stay with me now. She went 7-1 when she was an amateur in MMA. She won 5 wins by submission. Then she made her pro debut again. You're never going to guess who she made her pro debut against. I know. You're looking at this, you're like, no way. That's Kim Couture, Randy Couture's wife. She made her pro debut against Randy Couture's wife. Okay, welcome to the big leagues, Kim. I don't know what's more embarrassing, the fact that Randy Couture's wife felt that she needed to fight for money while married to a UFC Hall of Famer and a movie star, or the fact that she got pieced up by a girl with a broken back.
Spinal.
Raquel Pennington. Just imagine Randy Couture screaming,
"No, Jarrell, run the road again! Damn it, it's cut!"
Most of us met Raquel Pennington in The Ultimate Fighter Season 18. Guys like me and you, we sprinted into our living rooms, tumbled down our basement staircases every Tuesday to watch her on Tough Season 18. You remember that season? I mean, how could you even forget it? Keisha Tate versus Ronda Rousey. Now this is where Raquel Pennington really showed her toughness. And she had her fight against Jasmine Duke. It won Fight of the Season. You guys remember that? Everyone remembers that. I remember exactly where I was when that happened. I was, wow, what a warrior. She didn't win the show, but she earned something more valuable. She won a UFC contract. She lost her last fight against Jessica Rokoskowski. I don't know who the heck that is, but you know what? I know who Raquel Pennington is. She's a household name. So while she didn't win the show, she earned something more valuable than winning the show. Now, in her early days in the UFC, Pennington was labeled as a grinder, a fighter who wasn't afraid to drag opponents into deep waters. Her victory over Roxanne Modafferi, it marked her first UFC win, a win that shook the planet. I mean, no one does that to Roxanne Modafferi. But inconsistency haunted her. Yeah, it haunted her. Kind of like the low view counts on my latest videos. It haunted her. She fought Jessica Andrade. She had a tough loss. But then her next fight, she won by a bulldog choke against Ashley Evans Smith. You guys remember Ashley Evans from high school? The girl from English class. She dated Trevor, you remember her? She fought in the UFC. She fought against Raquel Pennington, and she got bulldog choked in round 1. After that, she had a tough loss to Holly Holm that painted her as a durable fighter, but not an elite fighter. She lost by decision. Then later, she won a rematch against Jessica Andrade. I mean, what bravery to fight Jessica Andrade again. I think this is because the division was so deep. You know, this isn't a division where it's the same 3 women fighting every 6 months. This is a division, it's chock full of talent. Sometimes I walk into McDonald's and Subway and I wish that there was the talent that the women's bantamweight division had. But no, it's not. So she went and she fought Jessica Andrade and she beat her that second time. And this Andrade win was another brick in the foundation of her climb. And if Andrade was a brick, then Raquel was a bricklayer, because she really laid her down with a rear naked choke. Raquel Pennington stacked up 3 more bricks after this: Beth Correa, Elizabeth Phillips, and Keisha Tate, which got her a fight with the one and only, what's-her-face? The one and only, with the looking like Wizard of Oz. The one and only, the Wizard of Oz. Guys, what's her name?
Come on, man.
Oh my gosh. Too much holiday cheer. I forgot. Amanda Nunes for the belt. This was such a close fight. Actually, it wasn't a close fight. Amanda 50-45'd her, and then she TKO'd her in the 5th round. But Raquel got a taste of her own bricks in this fight. After this, she lost again to a girl named Germaine de Randam. And I can't make this up. The girl's name was literally Germaine de Randam. Then she had a rematch with Holly Holm. A chance at redemption, but she lost, right? Okay, guys, didn't I tell you she's so freaking brave to fight the same girl again? This division, this isn't a division where you have to fight the same 3 girls. This division is like the line to the bathroom at a music festival. It's a long line to sit at the throne. And to get to the top, you're going to have to rack up a win streak of about 5 fights to get to the title picture. And ultimately face Mayra Bueno Silva for a vacant Bantamweight title. Which is what she did. Which is what she freaking did. This strong, she's not independent because she's married, but this strong, dependent, fierce, bricklaying woman. Now with consistency, it came criticism. Okay, fans, they often labeled Pennington's fighting style as workmanlike. Her clinch-heavy approach and methodical pace didn't always resonate with fans hungry for the next viral knockout. While the fighters like Nunes or Valentina Shevchenko were electrifying the crowds, Pennington often found herself grinding out decisions. You know, I could speak to this personally. So often when I'm sitting on my couch watching Raquel Pennington fights, I find myself yelling at the screen in frustration. Come on, Raquel. Fight more like Ronda Rousey. And I'm missing what's in front of me. She's one of the most underappreciated fighters. You know, back in Ronda's day, she could have beaten Floyd Mayweather, right?
Floyd Mayweather's this big. Have you seen him?
Yeah.
And all he knows how to do is punch. Yes, he would ragdoll him. Ronda would ragdoll him.
But that doesn't take away from Raquel Pennington's power. You know, I kind of see Raquel Pennington as a Queen Latifah of the division. Why? I'll tell you why. And I assure you it's not just because I randomly saw Queen Latifah's name as I was writing the script, okay? Raquel Pennington is the Queen Latifah of the division because she brings unity. Critics argued that her reign highlighted a division in limbo. Others saw her as a stabilizing force, someone who could defend the belt while the next generation of fighters emerged. Yeah, that's right. There were some people who said this is what women's bantamweight needs, some stability. We're tired of the instability of Amanda Nunes. You know, you never know what you're going to get with Amanda Nunes. Sometimes maybe good, sometimes maybe crap. Pennington's reign felt understated. In a division that had seen chaos and turnover, maybe stability wasn't such a bad thing, right? This is what people were saying about Raquel Pennington. Raquel Pennington, she was never here to please anyone. She says, I'm just here to fight, to win, and to prove that hard work pays off. And if that's not exciting enough for people, that's their problem, not mine. You know, when Raquel Pennington said that in the press conference, it touched me to the heart. And I said, you know what, I'm going to always be a Raquel Pennington fan because that's what I tune in to watch. When I watch a women's bantamweight fight, I want to be inspired to know that my hard work as a 6-foot-tall black man in the South is going to pay off. And whether that's exciting enough for my manager or not, that's my manager's problem. It's not mine. You know, that kind of stuff inspires me. In conclusion, Raquel Pennington's championship reign may not have been the blockbuster fans hoped for, but her story represents grit and resilience, and you're gonna respect it, okay? For the division, it's a reminder that every era needs a champion willing to fight through adversity. And she really fought through adversity against Mayra Bueno Silva and against Juliana Pena, especially when she was robbed by I think she won that fight. Anyways, do you think Pennington's reign deserves more respect, Or does it highlight bigger problems with women's bantamweight? You guys, let me know your thoughts below. Thanks for watching. If you made it this far, you're a real one. Like and subscribe. And I promise I'll have some better videos coming later when these fights come up. I'm working on a Izzy versus Imavov video. Working on a Umar versus Merab video. Thanks for watching. Merry Christmas to everybody. Thank you so much for 5K subscribers, almost at 6K. This has been really cool. I started this channel in like June just as a way to vent about UFC fights. So it's really cool to see the growth. Appreciate every single one of y'all. I appreciate all your goofy comments. I appreciate all the sus comments. I appreciate all the hater comments. It really makes my day. Thanks again. Peace.